All right, it is time for another Van Blog Veneer Day, which means Van Blog Friday. Anyways, we got a topic sent in from a viewer, so thank you very much, viewer, for sending in the topic. Let me read the topic here real quick. Okay, if superpowers existed, how do you think regular jobs would change? All right, so I'm going to take about 10-15 minutes to think about that, and I'll get back with you. I am back. I'm going to set my timer here so I don't talk too long. I do have a tendency to ramble. Do keep in mind that I just read this topic, so you're going to see me struggle to come up with an answer here. So I'm assuming that the question, and it's a little vague to me, is I guess it means that not everybody has superpowers, because I think if we all have superpowers, then we're just going to notch up one level and so on and so forth. But I'll try to answer it as best as I can. So with that being said, I'll say this. So basically what your value, say, to a company, okay, is based a lot on your replaceability as well. And I know it sounds like, man, I'm at a loss for words. It was like really clear in my head when I was thinking of this, but now it's not as clear. Anyways, the question is, how much money are you worth to the company, A, and B, even if you're worth more money to the company, are they at a place where they can pay you for your value? Okay, so let's just say, you know, you want to be a fry cook at McDonald's. Well, you could have these amazing superpowers and you could be like the best fry cook in the entire world and the quickest and everything, but you know what? The fries still have to take time to cook, so how are you going to make them cook faster? Basically, what they need is somebody there, you know, for, I guess they're open 24 hours a day now. So they need somebody, no offense, they need a warm body there to cook the fries and take them out and serve them up to people. And so I'm not certain like what good superpowers are gonna do in that circumstance, because yes, they could just find some kid to pay basically minimum wage. So now, on the other hand, I was also thinking that, and this is going to be one of my terrible van blogs, I think, but I was also thinking that we may shift from this idea of an hourly wage to a per job, you know, wage. If that could be done. You know, that's part of the reasons why I went out to become an attorney and I went to law school, because at every job I've ever had, I find myself doing the job of 2 or 3 of my colleagues. While they're going off and goofing around and whatnot, I'm picking up the slack. And I said to myself, you know, it's just time that I got out of this whole idea of working this hourly wage, which I do. And I'll tell you this much, I definitely don't pick up the slack on my colleagues now. They are fantastic and they probably pick up the slack for me. But, you know, if you had superpowers and you could go to a place of employment and you could tell them, hey, you know, or if you started your own, you know, company that did services for other people, well, whatever those services might be, you could potentially pick up more clients and get more work done. But I lost my train of thought, and I want to go back to what I was saying before in regards to, yeah, so McDonald's, you know, hypothetically, they have that infrastructure and that money to, if there was a way to, say, cook fries faster and that was your superpower, they could afford to pay you more money. But let's just say you went to in most businesses, a lot of them are just, you know, family-owned, you know, small businesses. And it's not like, even though you may have the ability to do something amazing, it's not like that's being translated to, how can they pay you? How can they pay you more right away? You're just so, you still have limitations on you, even if you're a superhero. And like I said, this is real, I haven't said it yet, but what I'm getting at is, this is really a game of logistics more than anything else. And this is just assuming that the superhero goes and applies for the job or has a job. It's how do you translate that superpower into making, well, at least in this market, where what I'm used to, into making more money, okay? If it can't make more money for the company, and it may not, because either it just doesn't matter, say like customer service, yeah, Superman can probably talk really fast and think really fast, but he's limited by the person on the other line, the customers on the phone or online or whatnot. So he's gonna have to slow down, and he's gonna need to be there 8 hours a day in order to explain and be of a service to people. So there are a lot of jobs out there, like I said, they just need a warm body. And that doesn't necessarily, I don't mean they have to be dumb or anything. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm saying, like, you just have to be there. Very smart people have those jobs as well. But having superpowers does not enhance your ability to perform that job. And then there are jobs out there that, hey, you can get paid by the task, you can get paid by the job. And I'll tell you, a lot of people out there, if you really want to make money, that's what they recommend. Because now, and this is what I was taught early in life, is that when you're working for somebody else's dollar or somebody else's time, they're paying you on their dime. But when you work on your own time, you can work harder and produce things quicker. And, you know, you can make far more money if you have the jobs lined up, working on your own time. But, I really don't think, honestly, I don't think things would change all that much in regards to it. Anyways, my time's up. So, sorry, that was a little bit of rambling there. That was probably one of the fan vlogs that I really struggled to come up with an answer, and I hope something I said made sense. I have a feeling it didn't make any sense. And there's a lot of issues that we could talk for hours and hours about. That's why I have the timer here. But I will say this much. Speaking of work, these videos that I make, yes, they're very hard for me to make, and I put a lot of time and effort into them, but I don't put nearly as much time and effort into them as a lot of YouTubers out there do. And usually I'm gonna ask you to like and subscribe to my channel, and please help it grow, and if you feel like you want to do that. But more importantly, I'll say I don't spend 40 hours a week doing this, and I don't put a lot of money into this channel, but there are channels out there that do. And if you have a favorite channel that you like to watch, and maybe they do reviews on things and they go and they buy stuff, or maybe it's a gardening channel, well, they got a lot of costs associated with it. And one of the ways that you can help them, if it's something you get a lot of entertainment from, is by subscribing to their channel and by watching their videos. There's a little bell button. If you subscribe, you can log into YouTube by logging into Google. You can subscribe, and you can hit the bell button, and that way you know when their videos come out. And every now and then, if you want to leave a comment, you can leave a comment. So that really helps them out. Like I said, I'm putting effort into it, but I'm not a big channel. It's not my full-time job. But if you do get satisfaction out of another channel that is putting production value into their channel, I would just ask that you subscribe to their channel. And just once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have the most amazing day.